national level is not to just focus on our own processes and not to just look at where are these debates happening internationally, but to look at the national level opportunities for multi-stakeholder and participatory processes in different countries. What are the opportunities to support existing processes like that? What are the opportunities to host convenings where you try to bring together the different stakeholders and give them that first step of, or help them, establish and build those trust relationships, figuring out ways to work toward establishing the kind of comfort level that we all have here in the U.S. with these kinds of discussions, I think will go a long way into encouraging, or at least making this concept of multi-stakeholderism easier for people to grapple with when it comes up internationally.
So Emma, I'm going to push you a little bit here. Does this happen in Brazil, or is it just another meeting?
Do you mean, does this happen at the summit? I think there's probably a better chance for it happening at the Brazil summit, in part because Brazil does have its own domestic experience with this kind of multi-stakeholder process. They have the Brazilian Internet Steering Committee, which is intentionally composed of civil society and industry and government representatives that have been working for years on developing the Internet Bill of Rights in Brazil, the Marco Civil. And so I think we have there in the host country already a kind of an understanding and familiarity with the multi-stakeholder process that, and I think we see it in the committees and processes. There are many of them that are sort of feeding into creating this meeting and establishing the agenda, that there has been a big focus on making sure that there is representation from all the stakeholder groups and that there are self-nomination processes for the stakeholder groups. So it's not just government officials identifying which people from civil society they will invite to serve on a committee, but really turning to the different groups to self-identify who do they want to have to represent them on these groups.
So I'm going to draw everyone else back into the conversation on that point. So interestingly enough, as we've discussed all the things we've done here, you're indicating that Brazil has really done something very similar as they prepared their Marco Civil and their copyright law update as well. However, Bill gave us a big challenge. You have to have the relevant agencies, and this isn't just communications regulators. They go to the ITU. This is the foreign ministries. This is whoever oversees intellectual property law